What's up, y'all? Chris here to give some post-fight thoughts on last night's fight between Marcus Maidana and Adrien Broner. Man, I didn't end up finish watching this fight till like midnight last night, um, which was kind of a good way to end the night though. Long day, but good fight. It's kind of fitting that the final big fight of the year in boxing was arguably the best fight of the year, definitely one of the best, if not the best. That's a subject for debate. But I guess it's a good thing I kind of waited to do this video though, considering now there's this little controversy going on about whether or not Alex Ariza slipped Marcos Maidana something in the corner, or whether it was a smelling salt or who knows what. I can't tell. I mean, I've seen that video on Vine, like I'm sure you all have by now as well. I can't really tell what's going on there. It's unfortunate because it taints what could have been a, trademark victory for Marcos Maidana. But, Alex Ariza is a shady character with a somewhat questionable reputation. Brandon Rios just got, failed the other day for a test for, what was it? Not for PEDs, but for something supposed to make you gain weight or mass PEDs, supposedly. But, yeah, man, but that aside, it was a hell of a fight. I picked Broner to win this fight. I thought he had the style, to tune up Maidana, but that wasn't the case. Maidana was aggressive from the jump, just jumped all over him, hurt him in the first round. Obviously, hurt him in the second round, dropping him. And I honestly thought he was going to take Broner out in the second round. I mean, he was just all over him. Was whipping his ass for the first few rounds and then seemed to tire out around the fourth or fifth. Broner tried to get some momentum going back. It did look like Maidana maybe spent his load in the first few rounds going for that knockout. But he seemed to always be able to, eventually get a reserve of energy now with this Alex Ariza thing going on. People are going to speculate and say, well, now we know why he was able to get a second win more than one occasion, be able to come back stronger in the latter rounds particularly. But that aside, Broner was starting to get back into it, get some momentum going. Then the eighth round, Maidana turned it around again, dropped him again, really hurt him bad that round. And then unfortunately, you had the incident where Broner got knocked down, got up, held Maidana, and Maidana went Victor Ortiz, and Victor Ortiz Floyd Mayweather, and threw that headbutt, which was a dumbass move. I mean, it deducts, you lose a point. Possibly could have got disqualified, so that was a dumb move on his part. I know he's frustrated with being held, but and then of course Adrien Broner shows that he's as bad of an actor as he is a rapper with that terrible acting move. I mean, come on, man, that was a delay. It goes down like he'd been freaking shot or something. But I was just glad the fight wasn't stopped there. That would have sucked. But the latter rounds, despite all the punishment that Adrien Broner had taken throughout the fight, he still had something in there. In the 11th round, it looked like Maidana was pretty much spent, and Broner was taking over again, or not taking over the fight necessarily, but swinging things in his momentum in his favor, at least for that round. And then Maidana hurt him again, and started taking over and started whooping his ass at the end of that round again. 12th round was pretty much all Broner for the most part. Maidana was pretty much out of gas at that point. I'm going to give Broner this, went down numerous times, was hurt on numerous occasions, but still looked solid in the 12th round. He wasn't dead man out. He looked to be the more energized fighter in the 12th round, despite having taken a lot more punishment, absorbed a lot more throughout the bout. But it was a great performance for the most part for Marcus Maidana. For Broner, I don't know, showed a lot of holes in his game, I guess. I mean, he looked pretty flawless at point times with that Floyd Mayweather imitation defense. But not here, man. Maidana's big winging unorthodox punches were able to clip him on numerous occasions. Went to the body well, bullied him. He just wasn't never intimidated by Adrien Broner at all. From the weigh-ins throughout the fight, just was not intimidated, took it to him. A lot of people are saying this shows that Adrien Broner is not a welterweight. He should be fighting at 140. Maybe he does look kind of small at junior at 147, but it could have just been a style matchup here in this fight. It just sucks, man. I mean, I was so hyped about this fight last night watching it. I wanted to see Adrien Broner lose after he did that, act like he was humping Maidana, and then when Maidana did it back to him, what was it, the 11th round? The crowd just going crazy. I was laughing my ass off. But, I was glad that the scores were correct. You never know with Texas. But the scorecards are right. Maidana obviously deserved to win the fight, but now we're going to have this speculation. Regardless of what did or didn't happen there, it's never going to be viewed by most people, particularly Broner fans, as a clean win for Marcus Maidana. So it sucks, Hopefully Maidana doesn't test positive for some shit afterwards. That would ruin it even worse. But, it was good, if nothing else, to see Broner get, his mouth shut. I mean, he talks a lot of shit. act like he's the next Floyd Mayweather, and you know, he didn't look like Floyd Mayweather in there last night. That's for damn sure. So if you're not a fan of Broner, you want to see him get his just desserts or whatever the hell that saying is. He certainly got it, and he, walking out of the ring, not even staying for the post-fight interview. Can't really say I'm surprised that was his reaction. He did look pretty beat down. What was he going to say? And he looked pretty distraught walking in the back in the locker room. And that's not surprising. I mean, this guy, in his own mind, really believed he was the next Floyd Mayweather. Probably thought he was going to retire undefeated, be making that Floyd Mayweather money. And all that just evaporated, at least for the time being. Anyways, what are your guys' thoughts on the fight? What were your thoughts on it last night? Were you as shocked and surprised as I was? I'm glad I avoided spoiler results to watch this fight. And, what do you think about this whole Alex Reese situation? Do you think it taints the victory? Do you think the victory may be overturned? Or do you think it's nothing? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on the fight and all this aftermath and anything else in general. That's it for now. Links to Twitter and Facebook, the information part of it as always. Till next time, I'm out.